All right. So recording has started now. Okay. Well, I'm going to take this data. Okay. This is my WHO data. Using this data, we are going to, okay, using this data, we are going to, this data has all the country informations. Okay. It has like cumulative cases. It has like newly reported cases in past 24 hours. It has cumulative death. It has new death. I mean that death which has been reported in the past 24 hours. Okay. And transmission classifications, community transmissions or community transmissions, etc. A cluster of cases. So for all this country, you can see right here, for all this country, this many fields we will have in our data. Okay. So using this data, we can track the whole world, and that's what I'm going to do now. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start a fresh Tableau, and I'm going to build a dashboard for the COVID. Okay, so this is the text CSV data which I have downloaded. This one right here, you can see. You can follow the cursor. Yeah, this one. This is the CSV data. So I'm going to take a text file because CSV is text file. I load this data first now. So there are one. I can take either of one. Both I downloaded now. This one is the recent download. I'll take this. Okay, so data has been loaded in my workbook now, and as you can see, the fields which we have on this, it's like date reported, country code, the country name, which region it's fall into, new cases, cumulative cases, new death, cumulative death. Okay, so you understand all the fields are. New cases means cases which reported in the past 24 hours. Cumulative case means all the cases as on any date point when you come. That means cumulative case representing all the previous cases also, along with the today's case. Or as on that case. So it has like accumulations of all the previous data. And similarly for new cumulative death also, it shows the accumulation of all the previous deaths so far that has happened. New death only represent the past 24 hours numbers. Okay, so when you look at ninth, so that means whatever deaths has happened on ninth, only that death is represent. But when you look at the cumulative, it represent from the first day till the ninth, whatever death has happened, all number of deaths. That is called cumulative death. So that these are four numeric fields we have. Now jump into sheet one, and these are my uh, data pane. These are the date fields that we have. So these all are my dimension, and these are my measures, and these are latitude and longitudes are self-generated, as you know. Well, so now first thing, let us create a sketch, like the plan how we are going to uh, you know build this. So maybe let me take a notepad. Well, so first thing, you know what, or maybe let me take a paint where I can create some good sketch. So idea is like idea is like this is my white page is my canvas. Okay, my what I'm going to do, idea is first I'm going to create a title. This would be my like title of my dashboard, this area. And then here what I'm going to do, first thing, like I said, always you should put your KPIs on the top. Big, bold, clear KPI you should provide. If your dashboard needed to have some KPIs, okay, KPI is called key performance indicators, or yeah. So that's are something which are the important metrics which actually tracks the very important business matrices. KPI is something which tracks the most important business matrices where business people want to look at them very first. And that is like high level view where you get a lot of sense about your business. or about anything that you're looking at. So these are going to be my KPIs. So maybe you may have number of KPIs like 4, 5, 6 KPIs, 7 KPIs. In our case, we have two KPIs. One is like cases confirmed and one another one is death. So these two KPIs we are going to have. And then we are also going to show the top 10 countries with you know cases, top 10 country with most cases, and another chart similarly we will be showing top 10 countries with most number of death. Okay, and then second thing what we are going to do, we are also going to provide one geo map. In the geo map we are also going to highlight all the countries with their with their latest statistics, like number of death and the number of confirmed cases, and also we will highlight the countries with some color. That color will represent number of, show the intensity of the cases. Where the cases are high, there should be some different colors, and when their cases are low, the colors will be different. As well as we will be also providing vital statistics over tooltips. So when you hover over, you will get the tooltips informations. And then we'll also provide the trends. So trend will give you a very important idea like how things are going, whether things are improving or things are getting worse. So things are improving or things are getting worse, though that intuitions you can understand by trend. So trend is going to be very important as well. That will give you a sense about whether situations are improving or situations are getting worse. So this is going to be my layout of my dashboard. So top is my going to be my title. Then I'm going to put my two KPIs, and then I'm going to put my two important table, which is my top 10 cases, top 10 death. And then I'm going to put the geo map, and this here I'm going to put the trend for cases, confirmed cases and death. And moreover, I'm also going to provide one actions where you select the geomap any country and you can look at only that particular country ka trend. Okay, so that is what is my idea, where lots of workaround and a lot of things, and we are also going to provide, like, I'm also going to give you an options for the user here. Options I'm going to provide, where using this option user can decide whether he wants cumulative, you want to look at the cumulative, or you know cumulative drop down options where he can select he wants to have cumulative, or he want to look at the daily case trend or cumulative trend. So daily trade case trend is the better idea, but whereas if you want to look at the total number of cases, you can turn into cumulative. Well, so that is what is my overall layout, and accordingly, I'm just going to build my dashboard now. Okay, I have loaded my data. Now I'll start with the first thing first. I'm going to start with this two KPIs. Okay, one is like total number of cases, and one is like total number of deaths so far. Okay, so it's
Ritesh,
yeah, please.
Ritesh, which version of Tableau you are using? 2020.3 or 2020.2?
You are you asking about version?
Tableau version, yeah, yeah.
Hey, apparently this is 23 because when I load it, it has
Mm.
2020.3.
Oh, okay, 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 fine, fine.
Is this okay?
Yeah, 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 sure, sure.
Okay.
This is a Tableau public or a
No,
Tableau
this is
desktop?
Tableau, but it doesn't matter. If you want to
Okay,
download, you can download from my Tableau page, and when you download, it will come into your Tableau public if you are using Tableau public.
okay,
Okay, so first thing first, I'm going to create two KPIs. One is for the global cases, confirmed cases, and second is global death. Okay, so what I can do, I can, if see here cases and here death. Okay, even if I just drag it and I pull it on the text, because I'm going to show the text, right? I'm not going to show any graphics. I'm just going to show the whole numbers as it is. So I can just drag it here. You can see the total cases. Okay, this is like 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 32 million years. Okay, 32 million. I mean, if I convert this into million, this is like 32 million. So, okay, now, um, now what? See, formatting things will come later. Okay, so let me call it as a. I'll do formatting things later. First, I'll build all the visualizations and then I will come to formatting. Global confirm cases. Okay, and then I will open a new sheet again. Here, I can just bring that total death. And mind it, why I have not taken cumulative? If I take cumulative, then I have to take the last date numbers. I have to write a formula because if I bring the cumulative there, it will be like each data point is accumulation of all the previous data point. So this will give completely wrong information, which is not right. In this case, what I have to do, I have to write a logic where I'm only going to take the last date uh, events, the number of events that has happened, then that will give me the total number of cases. Well, so that's why I'm taking the new death. New death, this is summation of all the death so far, and that is like, you know, almost like 98,000, 980,000, sorry. So, yeah, okay, and
So, Ritesh, I have a question here. So,
yeah,
new death cases and new cases are uh, what is the this is per day or
per day.
this is for per day.
Yes, yes, yeah. Every day, see, I shown you, let me show you the data here. See, this is the data, okay. So, this new cases, okay. Initially, there was no cases, okay. This is like uh, 3rd of January. But when you keep coming here, so let me look at the Afghanistan. It has all the cases. It has all the countries, right? So maybe I'm not able to get cases, see the cases for Afghanistan and all. But yeah, so here you can see some cases. Okay, so this is the country called Belarus. So Belarus, this is part of Europe. Okay. See, so on 24th, the cases was number of cases was 167. On 25, number of cases was 158. On 26th July, I'm talking about. On 26, 150. So each day, this is the number of count confirmed, which is cases are getting confirmed on each single individual day. But the cumulative is, see, cumulative number is this is in the thousands. And why? Because this is getting added all the previous cases. Got this? This is getting added all the previous cases, and that's why these numbers are high. But this is like an individual day numbers, and that is what I'm taking here, new cases. So if I add all the new cases so far, I will get the total death, right? And that is what I am uh, showing here.
Okay.
This is the global deaths. Okay, the two I have. I'll come to formatting things later. Well, now what I have to do, I have to get the top 10 countries with death. So I can just bring that countries here on the row because I'm going to create a horizontal bar chart, and then I'll bring that new cases on the top, and I can do in ascending order. Or maybe what I can do, I can just filter it because that is going to be permanent. Whenever you load your data, only it will be showing top 10. So top 10 by new cases, okay? Sum of new cases, that's it. So this is my top 10. You can see here. Well, one thing you can see that naming nomenclatures are a little bit different here, like Russian federations and etc. is coming. Maybe what I can do, so here I have an option called edit alias. Okay, underlying data will not change, but what it's showing on upfront, that will display will change. So it is now showing display as a USA. I can do like that. And this one also I can do edit alias and I can show it as a Russia. Okay, so now this is my top 10 cases. I can see after USA I have Russia, and I can show the numbers here, and this number, these are high numbers now, so maybe that number I can change into millions. So you can see USA has 6.9 million cases. India is just very close now. I mean, I think in some month or two, India will surpass USA for sure. The the way trends are going. So this is like, can name it as a top 10 countries confirmed cases. And similarly, I can create another sheet. Here I can take this country, and here I can take the new death. I can put into descending order, and I can, um, you know, I can filter this country, and I can go to top. I can take by field, top 10 new death. That's it. Apply. So the benefit of having top 10 is like, even if my data changes, I don't have to go manually and pick the top 10. Okay, Tableau will automatically adjust the new data. For example, earlier India was not into part of top 10. Now, basis on that, some countries were not part of top 10. Some countries removed from the top 10, and some new country got added into top 10. So those things Tableau will take care of by own when you are using Tableau top 10. Okay, Tableau filter. So this is like a dynamic things. However, it will be only top 10, since I want to see only top 10 countries specifically. Well, so I have got my all view. Now I'm going to create another view which is for, okay, this is for that. So let me rename this also top 10 that's cases. Okay. All right. Now another view which I am going to create, which is going to be my geomap. And for that, I'm going to take the countries, and I'm going to take the new cases. Uh, Let us see. Okay, well, I can put that new cases on the color. Now, see, I'm getting a color in these situations. Now, this is the USA, and this is the Russia. You can see the color of India. So, country which are with the very high number of confirmed cases has dark blue colors. Can you see that? And the country where the less number of cases are with very light green colors. As and when the colors becoming darker, it's showing high number of cases. Okay.
Ritesh,
Yeah.
when you are selecting it, you are selecting with the country and the new cases both, right? Simultaneously.
Yes, yes, yes. See, manually also I can do the same thing. See what you can do. you can just bring the country on this map. See, you got all the countries, this thing, no? And then you can, what you can do, you can bring the new cases on the color to represent each country by the color of new cases. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. And now what you can do, since I want, see on the tooltips we have the country and the new cases. On tooltips I want death also. So what I can do, I can also bring new death on the tooltips. So I'll have new cases and death both informations. Though this color saturation is basis on the new cases, where the cases are high, the that color is showing basis on the new cases. However, on the tooltips I have new death also. If you want to show the color by death also you can do. So you can bring the color by death. So this will tells you where the more death has happened. So you can see the majority of that death has happened in USA, followed by Brazil, and then India. Okay, this is a US only. Okay, so that's how, I mean, if you want to highlight the colors by that, you can bring that, but I wanted to highlight this by number of cases. So obviously there is a linkage between the death and the cases also. So if you can put a sort of, regression line, uh, you know, then you'll see, let me show you that. So when you see the death and the cases, you will see there is a very positive, very strong linear relationship. So that means when there is a high number of cases, let me change this to individual date. See here, you can see there is a very linear off late. This has been pick up, but if you look at the trend, this trend is giving you a very um, this is a exponential growth. Okay, logarithmic. If I'll take, see there is a exponential growth, but here it's somewhat it is stagnating. If I'll take exponentials, or if I take a linear, see how strong is that? It's very strong. It's going almost like linear. So that shows like there is a where which countries has highest number of cases has high number of death also. So there is no, it doesn't matter even if we just putting the new cases on the color. This color represent the high number of case country with the high number of cases, and the same country will have the high number of deaths. You have seen like these three countries were coming from high number of death, and these three countries are also coming for the high number of cases also, because the cases and the death has a very strong correlations. Okay, so that will work. And I have bring that new death on the tooltips to just to provide tooltips informations on the hover over. So user can also look at the number of death has happened in the country, total number of death has happened in that country. Okay, all right, so this is my geo map. Now second thing I'm just going to create, which is for the trend. Okay, so the trend is like death trend and the confirmed date trend. So trend, obviously, as you know, we need a date field. So first let me create a trend line. Trend line, that means I'm going to create a line chart. And this is the year. What I need to take, I need to take the day. Okay, and I will also bring new death here. So I'll get the trend of new deaths and new cases and new death. Well, what I can do instead of line, if I can change this to bar, it looks like this. This looks like this. And size, I have reduced to the minimum. I have reduced to the minimum. Okay, so each line, because it's a very dense data, so each bar line representing your number of cases. Okay, so yeah, So you can see, and this is going to be your global things. Okay, so here I have not filtered any country. As you can see, this is for the entire globe. So for all the 202 countries that we have in the list, for all those countries, this is the cumulative of all those countries in our data. Okay, and that is their projection. It's that is their trend. It's showing for the new cases or for the new death. Uh,
So, Ritesh, in see in 2020.2 and 2020.3, I think there's a much difference because in 2020.2, when I'm putting in the two data in the row, so like that which you did in this the trend graph. So
okay.
when you are changing the upper graph, the lower graph will not change, and then when you are changing the lower graph, then upper graph will not change. Like that it was happening. But here you can change it individually.
One second. Let- hmm. Yeah, tell me what is your concern? Can you repeat again?
Yeah. So in 2020.2, what was happening is whenever you're changing the new cases, whenever you're changing the new cases trend line, the
Hmm.
uh, so the new death cases was not changing. Okay, so in basically what was happening is you have to change it individually. Suppose you are changing the new cases, then it will impact the new death cases also. And if you're changing the new death cases, the new confirmed cases were also getting impacted.
So I no, I mean I don't think that would be issue. So can you can show me your workbook, then I can tell you. See, there is no such issues. Maybe that something in your workbook, local issues, but I don't think 22 and 23 has this kind of issues. If I understood, you are saying if I change anything on the new cases, the new death also impacting. Is that your point?
Yeah, correct, correct.
See, I have new cases here and I bring the new death here. Anyway, but what's the issue? Like, if it is getting changed and coming as per your way that you want, that is fine, no? As long as you are meeting your objective is getting met, so you are good. But you can show me separately how what things are going on. Maybe
Yeah, yeah,
I can advise you.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah, sure.
this is my um, country's voice cases, and this is the trending. Okay, now I got this trending, and for the trending, I'll make a duplicate of it, and I'll call it as a trending cumulative. Okay, to get the cumulative number, so this is like a daily number. To get a cumulative number, as you know, it's very easy. What you can do, you can make it a running total, and for that also, I'm going to do running total. Okay, and this is my daily trend, and this is my cumulative trend. All right, so we have both this view, we have all the views, say individual view. This nowhere required. I'm going to delete this. I'm only going to keep. So these are my pages which I need to have. Okay, and using these pages, I'm going to build my dashboard, final dashboard. Now time for formatting. So what I'm going to do in the formatting sections, like I said, I am going to keep it as a, this is my KPIs. I'm going to keep it as a big bold number, and okay, or even if I can make it 20 is also, that is also fine. And I can choose for confirmed cases and for the confirmed death. So maybe let me check death cases with the blue colors. or any colors of our choice. How this purple looks like. Or we can choose more colors from here. Since we are going to take death as a red color, so I don't like to take purple because purple and red has sort of same colors texture, so similarity has been there. So maybe I can take this sharp blue colors. I think this will justify it. And all right, so as you can see, when I hover over, it's giving me new cases this. So this style maybe I can change. Okay, I don't need any hover over on this case because the whole number I'm presenting here. So maybe additional things what I can do, I can I can brief it like what actually it is. Global confirmed cases. And this color I'm going to downsize. I will not use blue. I will not use font size 20. Maybe 12 is more than enough. And maybe I can take a gray colors. Okay, global confirmed cases. And similarly here, what I can do, I can take it somewhere 20, bold, left aligned. I can change this color to red. Red is, this red is okay. Yeah, this is looks good. And here, global, that's, again, I can downsize this fonts. I can make it 12. So always remember you have to make it standard. So if you have chosen 12, then always choose 12 for others also. And I can again choose this gray color, global depth. See why I downsize this title? Because I don't like user attention to divert by providing additional element. See, this is not catching your attention. Only the numbers, the numeric part only catching your attention, right? And that is the whole idea of downsizing this title. Because anyway, you are going to read down title once you read the numbers. Obviously, that you can read because it's very next to the numbers. But then if I put whole number bold and into same font, what happens? Your attention will divert. You may not able to read it with that ease because so many information your eye spans are catching big informations. When you I try to catch a long information through your eye span, your sense of grasping power will be reduced. But when your eye span is narrowed down at a particular point, you will be very easily grasp that information, and that is the objective. That is the psychology behind how human brain grabs that information, and that's how I have decided to downsize this title like this. These tools are done. Now this my top 10 countries are done. This is done. This is done. Okay, now we are time to go for a dashboard. So now I'll click the new dashboard, and now I'll start with that title things. Well, first thing what I can do, I can just bring one horizontal container here, and everything I'll put in this container. And in this container, first thing first, I'm going to take a title for this dashboard. Title I can put into text. I have taken a text right from here, from the object, and I can put the title into text. And the text, it's asking what title name you want to give. Maybe I can call it as a COVID-19 global tracker, and title again will be a little bit bigger, maybe 26, and maybe I can use the same color, blue. Bold. Okay, and after that I'm going to put my two KPIs, right? So, well, my two KPIs are global confirmed cases. I'm going to bring right here. Okay. Okay. No, I will not do it like that. Maybe I will bring again one container here, and this container I'll just drag it here. Inside this container, I'll keep these two KPIs. Something has gone wrong. So when I keep at the A's, then that means this container is going inside the first container which I took at the first place. And in this container, uh, I will take this. Let me first fit the entire things, and then I will take, yeah, at the edge of the second container, side by side I want to keep. Now I don't want this title. I don't want this title. I'll hide this, and I can make it distribute evenly, and this guy also I can take it as an entire view, so both will come like this. Now I got this two inside this container. Now the third one is like top 10 countries. So for that also, since I am taking container, so maybe I can take another container, and see, this is going into the very first container. Mind it, very first container has this two KPIs container, and this is the third container also going into very first container. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put this here. So the advantage is it will move together since it's into container. Okay, and this I can do fit entire view, and this also I can do fit entire view. Okay, all right. Now what next? The next is I'm going to take, okay, that also I can put into a vertical container. Without container also I can keep, there is no harm. Maybe you can see without container also I can keep. But the what is happening here, without container if I keep, okay, so I can do like this, and trend I can keep like this. Okay. Now here I have again one cumulative trend. So that one I wanted to keep along with this. So how I can do that? Just to do like that, I have to use a container here. Unless I use a container, I cannot use that both things together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one container here, and in this container I will pull both of them. Okay, both of them are inside the container. I'll hide the title since I have to swap them. As you know, like swapping works only when you are removing the title. So this is my container. Now, now the next thing is that I have to go and build some logic for the container. Well, first thing first, I'm going to write one parameter, and using this parameter, I'm going to write, let's say, I'm going to call it as a uh, switch view, and I'm going to take it as a string. Here I can provide some strings here, maybe uh, daily view or cumulative view. Okay, I can take cumulative view as value 2, and display on display I can write cumulative view. That also I can do. So this will come as a display, but internally, internal calculation I will take 1 for daily view, 2 for cumulative view. Okay. Now this is my parameter is ready. I can write one formula, and that I will use for the changing, swapping the view inside the container. So calculation, if your switch view is equal to 1, then cumulative view. Okay, can't compare strings and integer. Well, okay, got the problem, because here what I have done, I have taken this as a string. I need to change this to integers because I have taken 1 and 2, so now these are integers. So now you can see that parameter also got into integer format. Yeah, so yeah, now my calculation is valid. Well, um, so let me show this parameter. Well, this is daily view. So right now I have selected daily view. So when I bring that calculation right here, so as you can see, um, okay, so I'm getting daily view, and what I have to do, I have to exclude this because daily view is something which I don't want, or maybe instead of that, I can have just selected this. Now this is daily view, so perhaps daily view has to be excluded because this is my cumulative view, so I just don't want it, so this is fine. Here again I can do show parameter, and I have my swap calculation here. As you can see, daily view, I'm getting only daily view, so I'll just select this. I'll select that as it is. Just give me a second. Okay, I will not select anything right from here. Okay, so now the moment I'll select cumulative view, I have to go and select from cumulative view. So cumulative I'm selecting, but I'm not selecting daily output. So when I select daily, you see daily I'm not selecting here, right? Because you can see the title name, sheet name is cumulative. So obviously I want to show only cumulative in this page. So when I have my parameters daily view, so the output what it's coming daily, I'm not selecting, hence once I'm not selecting and clicking OK, hence the view become invisible. But the moment I just turn it back to cumulative, Now this view is coming. The reason because here the cumulative I have been selected in this case. Okay, so one time you can select, one time you can not select. That thing you can do in Tableau. Here, like this is cumulative, so that cumulative things, because we are into daily trend, so cumulative view has not been selected. So let me call it as a, there is a daily. So cumulative is not been selected, but when I change it to daily, daily is coming the because daily have been selected right from here. You can see the daily has been selected. Okay, so I got my this inside my dashboard. As you can see, well, you can see right here if I bring that parameter switch view somewhere. Okay, as you can see here, so the moment I have daily view, it's coming like this. The moment I select cumulative view, you can see my graphs are changing, right? And what I can do, edit title. I don't need anything like this. I can edit title and I can remove that. Why I'm doing it will provide us some more space. One thing, no, I think title is important because people will not understand what is these two graphs are. Maybe this title I can remove because obviously that date when you see, you can understand this is, we are talking about date only. Well, going to float this, make them some size bigger. So let me call it as a cases. Confirm cumulative cases. Or maybe I can, what I can do, I can just, because the space is becoming problem, I can just write it as a cases. That's it. And here I can type provide the, that's okay. Now if we change to here, same thing, I should do that. Okay. All right. So yeah, and here that this is not required. Okay, title here not required. So it provide more space, right? Title, see, you should provide title when there is title really required. If if itself, I mean, if the scale itself it's so obvious, then we don't need to provide that unnecessary title because it will occupy the space on your dashboard, right? So yeah, so that's why I'm just playing this out. All right, so you can see I'm also going to hide this title right from here. See, in this case, why I have to hide the title? Because to make it aligned. See here, I cannot put the worksheet title. The reason being, I'm using it a container, and the property of container, I mean, the objective, I have to swap this two view within the same player at the same place. So I have used a container, and container will provide swapping facilities only when I'm hiding the title. Okay, so I cannot use the title from the worksheet. So now this two for this and for here I can use the title from the worksheet, but the problem is if I use title from worksheet here and if I use external title here, so in that case both will not look aligned properly, and hence it may not looks nice, and appealing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the title from external world, and those things also we can do that titling. That's not a big deal. So another two worksheet I'm going to create, one for the title of train chart and another for the title of this country map. Okay, so this is, I'm just going to put the title. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to write this like and you know what, whatever I write here, sheet name, that also become the title for this worksheet. So there are two way, either I can go and I can write right here, or I can write in the sheet. So I can write here. So I can write like trending, trending for, and okay. So for, I mean, just for now, I'm just keeping like this, trending for. Okay, and another one I'm going to create, and this I'm going to write it like um, country wise cases. Okay, sheet 8 and sheet 9. Okay, sheet 8 is for trending and sheet 9 is for country map. So I'll bring the sheet 9 first here, and you can see I'm getting this title, and I'll bring the sheet 8 here, and you can see, yeah, see, you can see black mark arrow here, so it say here is your positions. Okay, so automatically got adjusted. So now both looks good. Well, okay, what I can do, I can provide some more spacing. These things are not required. Country here, I can, what I can do, I can hide this. Here country, I can hide this field label. Okay, and maybe I can provide some more space. Okay, and still the title is, well, we'll think about that if we can do something about this. Is something which I feel not required. uh, Day of, date reported, etc. This title I will clear, so that will give some extra room. Okay, now some formatting stuff which I'm going to play out. uh, okay, so as you can see, this is my title, and I have, you know what I can do, see, formatting, format text object, alignment only showing it. Okay, so text object has no formatting, but it doesn't mean that I have a container here also, so I can put it into distributed. Container has a formatting options. So as you can see, um, first thing, let me clear this. Yeah, I have selected the container here. If I go to layout, container has a options. In the layout options here, I have a background options. So maybe I can choose this background option. But then when I choose this blue background, my color, my color for text was also blue, so now it is invisible. So what I can do on the blue, I can take the white colors for my text, and now it will be visible and looks good. I mean, you can choose your colors. I mean, whatever colors you want to put into background, your choice, your creativity, as per your thinking, whatever looks best, you can do. Okay. Um, for, for now, what I feel, I think This one I can increase the font size a little bigger. Maybe I can keep it like 26. Let's see how it looks. Or 20, I can 24 should be fine. Okay, this is the 24 font size for KPIs. And now, since I'm using this title and the background, I should follow the same everywhere. So I can format this border and shading. I can choose the same color shading. I can take this, and when I'm taking blue shading, then I have to change this from black to white because this looks contrast is very good. And maybe I can take this bold because when I take bold, it's look a little better. And same thing I can follow here, and I can take, well, I need to change the color to white. Okay, and now for this guy, same thing, I have to follow this. Okay, and for this, so I can take this color. Okay, and I can make it 15 bold white. I have taken 15 for all the worksheet title, 15 font size with white color bold. Okay, background, and yeah, now it's look uniformed. Now this guy, perhaps this only meant for, you know, well, I can do one thing first. Let me make it floating, and when it is floating I can move it around anywhere. And now this guy I can just switch view is not required. So show title, I will off this, and I'll keep only that um, drop down view, which is sufficient. So I mean it looks like there is a drop down, so user can understand, okay, this looks like a drop down, let's try what it is. Okay, he can see like there are two view, daily view, cumulative view, and this applies only for this trending chart, so I can just put it on the trending chart. So this will be more logical, right? And yeah, and what next? The next is one thing is left out. I'm just going to hide this, not required. I'm going to provide the action. So action from this confirmed action from the country-wise cases to this trend. So for now, as you can see, if I click anything here, nothing will happen in the trending chart. So what I have to provide, I have to provide actions. So I'll go to actions. I'll create a filter actions. Okay, so as you know, you want to uncheck this, and you want to select only the right source sheet. So when you want to do uncheck one shot, you can do uncheck. Select all by pressing Control A, and this just press space bar. You uncheck everything in one shot, and then just select top 10. Yeah, the first one, country-wise cases is your geomap, right? And from there, you want to bring a relations to target, target and target sheet. Which all are your target is your trending chart, right? So trending cumulative and trending daily. These are two places where I want to apply my uh, you know uh, target, and I'll run this action on selection, and when it will select then, and when you clear the selection it will show all values and all fields okay, and that's it. So maybe I can call it as a geo map filter. Okay, so now you can try. If I select Russia, now it's Russia, right? It's training for Russia. When I click India, you can see India cases. Okay, and you want to get out of this filter, you just press skip or you click outside, you will get out of this. Now here, one thing I can do, um, well, what is the sheet name? I think this is sheet 9 perhaps. Yeah, this is sheet 9. So one thing I have to do, I also have to provide this to sheet 9, because I in sheet 9 also I want to get this country name on the title. Okay, so for example, if I select India, I should get India. And how I can get it now? I can get it like this. So I can insert the parameter. Well, um, oh, it's not coming in. Ideally, it should go. Well, oh, this is sheet 8. My bad. I have applied this to sheet 9. Okay, sheet 8 is my target sheet also. 9, I should remove it. Okay, it's not working that way, so I can apply right from here also. That's not a big deal. What I can do. Uh-oh. See, it is stopping me to apply to sheet 8, and what could be the reason? Well, let me do one thing, swap. Yeah, now it's coming here. So maybe what I can do, now I can insert this country. Oh yeah, country is coming here. So yeah, yes, perfect. So that country I had to select. Now it's coming like India. Okay, trending for India. Okay, when I remove it, it become all automatically. So when I select Russia, it's giving me Russia. So whatever country I'll select, that will be coming on my title also. Okay, when
Ritesh,
I
can you show it? Ritesh, can you show it once again? How did you bring that India country name there?
sure. So first thing that what I had to do, I had to put that some calculation here. That is simply just because and that action was not working without keeping something here. So now I put the action. So let me show you from the beginning. Okay. So I have just put the title manually, writing trending for, and see this is coming as a missing field because obviously there is no such field exist for now. Okay. This is my manually I have writing is a trending for by my side by my keyboard. Now what I want to apply my country name here. So for that first thing I also um, in the actions I also select the sheet 8. This is my sheet 8 the title coming from, and when I put that there and there if I come here, so you can see um, okay, so first let me select something. Let's say I select India. So you can see whether action is coming or not. No, not coming. The reason being there is nothing here. So the action will not come unless you have something to show on the view. So maybe I just for the sake of putting something here, so I just put my calculated field which daily view or something which is not anyway going to impact anything on this page sheet 8. So now using doing that, now at least I am able to get my actions coming into filter. See the what is the action does. Action basically when you click something that goes and sit into filter self of this worksheet. See here, see action country, which country? India is coming and applying on the filter self, so you are getting only India data. So that is the sheet 8 also I'm getting now country India. So now that since I'm getting the country here, so if I come here, so you can see the country coming also in part of insert. Earlier those it was not coming. So when I bring that sorry, so when I bring that country India from the insert, since it is coming because of this is coming because of this actions. Okay, so this because of this action this countries is coming, so I can bring that country and apply. Okay, so when I remove it, it become all because there is no selections, and that is the Tableau features. And when I select any values, so then that country will start representing showing on this because this is a filter that has been applied.
So when you're changing in the dashboard, then on the corresponding sheet it gets changed, right?
Yeah.
First, first in the action filter, and then from there you have inserted that email and inserted that
Yes.
country in the sheet.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. So you can see, okay, so you can see there are more little bit of formatting, which I'm going to anyway do on this too. What I'm going to do, first thing is I'm going to make it uh, left aligned. or let it be right align close to this. Okay. Yeah. Similarly, here also I can do aliasing. So this I can call it as a UK, and this I can call it as a Iran instead of Republic of Iran or something like that. Okay. So now this is more aligned. And the second thing is that I'm going to also do some sort of formatting on this bar chart, and well, the label should be right on the edge, and apart from that, tooltips, I'm going to just handle this tooltips. Well, this label country is not required, just I will show the country name uh, while it's taking 20 size, and I can take it, maybe I can take this black, and okay, uh, I'm taking 20 because, and this one I can take 18, and here I can call it as global, maybe just confirmed cases. I can take 12 without bold and gray color, and this one I'm going to take blue color because this is the color I have chosen for confirmed cases. See the preview, it looks like this. Argentina 0.7 million confirmed cases. Okay, so you can see like this, it will looks like this. Similarly, I can do something like here on tooltips, 18, and I can choose this black color, and this I can make 24 bold red, and I can say that's this looks like this. Similarly, the same pattern I'm going to provide here as well. So you're going to look at date with 18 font size with this color black, and you are going to look at your new cases with blue font size 24, and this I'm going to put it as gray color, smaller font without bold. Okay, similarly I can bold, and this black. Red color, and font size going to be 24. Gray, 12. No bold. Okay, so you can see it looks like this. All right, and so you can, when you hover over, you get all this date informations like this. Now similarly, I'm also going to provide similar sort of tooltips formatting on GeoMap also. So on GeoMap, I'm going to define the countries with font size 18, bold, a little light black, and confirmed cases. I'm going to put it as a 24. Death, again 24. Here I can call it as a confirm cases, deaths. Confirmed cases, no bold, no bold. Okay.
Either you can check the spelling for the cases.
Where? Oh yeah. Thanks for pointing out. And this I can change to blue color, and this I can change to red color. Okay. This is as my color. You can see the preview. Okay. So you can see wherever I click any country, India, this is my cases. Well, if you want to format this, uh, the number, I mean, if you want to just format instead of whole number, if you want to look at that formatted number display, then I can do like this. Negative number is not possible, so maybe I can. Okay, so what I can do, I can. No, death has to go by 1000 because death's numbers are not very big number. So that this I can take 1000. Okay, and the confirmed cases are big number. So this number maybe I can show in millions because cases has gone into millions now. And when I take millions, one decimal is okay. Okay, so you can show like this. Okay, this is the individual number cases since I'm not taking it. Okay, but when I change to cumulative, so I have to change this tooltips for the cumulative also. And in case of cumulative, I'm going to take millions for number format because the cumulative numbers are bigger. Okay, can see 32.1 million as on 25th September. And for that, I have to follow the same pattern here, and this I can show in 1000. 24 red, 'kay. There is no tooltips required. One last thing is that we have almost done. Our dashboard is almost ready. One last thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to provide like as on what date you refresh your dashboard, right? So user should also understand what was the last date when you refresh your dashboard. So user may not understand when you did your last refresh. Well, I'm going to create that things to find out last refresh date into new sheet. I'm going to create a new worksheet like from here, and here I'm going to write one calculated field, and this where I'm going to write my last refresh that. And you know what the logic is like, I want to figure out what was the last date, what was the last date in my data. So this is my data, you see here last date here, you see 25th, it's showing here 25th. Okay, so 25th is going to be my last refresh date, because up to this date my data is available, so I can say, hey, this is the last date when I refresh my dashboard. Okay, and how I can do that, I can just find it like max of date, report it. If I do, you see 25th I got like this. Now I want it to be into a different format styling. So for that, probably what I can do, I can say 25th September. Okay, so what I'm going to take here, I'm going to take well, I'm going to take day. Okay, when I see max. Okay, well, first I have to take the max and then day. So this will give me 25. Okay, now plus I have to get the month name. So month name I have to get into format of SE, I mean three letters starting from the left side. Like August in AUG, September SEP, something like that. So how I can do, I can just do a left off, because I'm a string, I'm extracting the string, three strings from the left side. Now I have to get the month, so there is a formula called month, and for month I can again use the date. Okay, now in this month, um, okay, and in this month, max I have to take, max of month, like whatever is the last month available. In this month, I'm going to take three characters from the left hand side. Left is being called integer. Okay. Okay. So okay, month will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. So maybe what I can do, take date name. There is a formula called date name, and the date part is going to be my max of this. And then what to do? My next thing is like date. What will date part? Date part is going to be my month. So here month is like my date part, and this whole formula will provide the date and date thing. Okay. So okay, so this is fine. So this is going to provide my month name, and now I have to get the year. So here I am going to get two characters from the right side. So write string year of date reported, and here it's like 2 digits. So 1 2 3 1 2 3. Where is the problem? Expect closing parenthesis or comma while parsing argument list for left. Okay, so it's left, it's saying problem. So this is the left, this is the date name. Okay, so this is the max का हो गया, and okay, here one more parenthesis required. So date, and this is like your left. Okay, so date. Okay, cannot add integer with a string. So problem is one more thing here. So what I have to do, I have to write one string functions, and then it should be fine. Okay, cannot miss aggregate and non-aggregate argument with these functions. One second. Well, what I can do, I can take date name functions instead of that, and maybe I can call it as a day, and this is going to be my date part, and then a string is not required. Date name, left date name 3. Okay, so this is 25th September is coming. What I can do, I can provide one with spacing here, and this should be fine. 25th Sep. Okay, or maybe I can provide one hyphen. So far so good. Now I have to add here year field. Okay, so I can again provide one spacing hyphen, and now um, let me say date name, and the part is going to be year, and date reported. Let's see what's well. Cannot mix aggregated and non-aggregated. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, here I have to use max because aggregations I have used. So I think that way it will be fine. Yeah, yeah. But now the point is here I have to use only two uh, two characters from the right side. So I can take, okay. So you can see 25th September 20 is coming. So it's, we have got this. And here in the label itself, what I can write is a last refresh date. Okay. And this I can make 12, and this I can make a little bigger. Maybe let me take 18, and I can bold it. Okay. Last refresh date. Got this. Sheet 10. And see, when I bring sheet 10 here, it's going to take a position somewhere, but I don't want it to be like that. Maybe what I can do, I can just click the floating first, and then I can bring it. So I can bring it anywhere, okay, by doing a floating. And I can hide the sheet title here. And now what I can do, I can just say fit entire view. So everything, I'll be getting everything. And this I can just nicely, I can place somewhere at the edge of title. Okay. So it says, hey, last refresh date was 25th September. One more thing, what you can do, as you can see right here, um, this is a white background. So we can match the background with the blue so that it looks like everything on the same label. So what I can do, I can just format. Well, I don't want this. I want this formatting things. Okay. Okay, you can see that it has matched with the same colors background. Now this font, what I can do, the pane font, I can take to white. Well, let me come to sheet 10, and I think from here I can change the font colors, etc. So what I can do, I can take the white colors, okay, everything into white. And when I took everything in white, then it will be, whoa, no, no, no. This is something. Hmm. I want only that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. From here I can got it. You can see. Okay. So last refresh date was telling like um, you know 25th September 20. And let me remove the tooltips from here. So I can just remove the tooltips. Okay. And tooltips is not required here. See, tooltips you should keep only when you are giving some additional information. If you are going to put the same information in the tooltips, what is the point, right? It is like annoying for the users. They will say, hey, it's same informations you're showing on the pages also and the tooltips also. So tooltips only for some specific information which are apparently not showing in the view. Uh, And here, if you say, okay, you have the bar chart, but why the tooltips again? The tooltips again, because there are some countries which are very close enough. So maybe tooltips may provide a better visualization because so many countries are packed together. So maybe when the user hover over, they want to look at the bigger numbers. So that may it helps. And here it's like additional information which are not apparently visible, these numbers on the bar chart. It's only showing you the trend, but when you look at the hover over, you get the exact numbers, or you can exact number on the country map. And when you click India, now you see the India trend is um, somewhat little declining, but we can't say this is really a good trend because it has just been started from 9 September onwards. Numbers are gradually coming down. But again, if you see 23 September, 83,000 cases, 24, 86,000 cases, and 25th, 86,000 cases. That also little bit come down. It has little bit come down. So until unless something to get some concrete, we can say some trend is into trend is actually taken place. It happens only when we see some good amount of data points showing and reflecting the kind of trend. But it's very small data point, so we can't really say the trend is declining for the India. Still, it is kind of upward trends only, if as per my opinion. Well, so this is your nice, beautiful interactive dashboard for COVID-19 using that WHO data, and everything has been captured into video. I think you can just follow this video and you can replicate the same thing from your side. I'm going to stop this now.